Good morning, students. A very warm welcome to all of you. Let us start topic 2 of module 1. Market demand and supply is the name of the topic. This topic is also divided into 3 parts. In part 1, I am going to explain demand schedule and demand curve. Last year you are already aware about what is demand and what is demand schedule and what is demand curve, but let us understand how you have to explain in this year. Demand. In economics, demand is defined as a desire backed by willingness and ability to pay. This is the most simple definition. There are 3 things required. 1, desire to have the commodity. Second, willingness to pay and ability to pay. Demand for goods and services depends on its price, consumer's income, taste and preference, size of population, prices of substitutes and other factors. These factors are called determinants of demand. But price is the most important factor. So, the relationship between the quantity demanded of the product and its price is studied under demand analysis. The relationship between the price and demand is inverse. That is, higher the price, lower the demand, and lower the price, higher is the demand. Now, demand schedule and demand curve. According to law of demand, we can derive a price-demand relationship in a functional form. A demand function for the price can be expressed as QDX is equal to function of PX, where QDX is the quantity demanded of commodity X, Px is the price per unit of commodity, that is X commodity, and F is the functional relationship. Now let us understand demand schedule. Explanation of the schedule or table. From this table, it is clear that there is inverse relationship between price and demand. Look at the table. Price is rising from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, and demand is falling from 5 to 4, 4 to 3, 3 to 2, 2 to 1. Very simple example. Very simple example. So you have to make 2 columns. First column is of price, second column is of quantity demanded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you can explain the table that as price rises from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4 and 4 to 5, demand falls from 5 to 4, 4 to 3, 3 to 2 and 2 to 1. Now we'll see the curve, how you have to draw the curve. First of all, you have to draw both the axes. This vertical axis is called as Y, this horizontal axis is called as X. So, in this diagram, along with x-axis, we measured quantity demanded, and along with y-axis, we measured price. According to the table, in the previous slide, the table 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. According to the table, we get the points. When, see, look at the diagram. When the price is 5, demand is 1. When the price is 4, demand is 2. When the price is 3, demand is 3. When the price is 2, demand is 4. And when the price is 1, demand is 5. So, according to the table, we get the points. And by joining these points, we get DD curve. DD is the demand curve which slopes downwards. It shows the inverse relationship between price and demand. It's really very simple. There is no need to break your head. Just look at the diagram, simple way the straight line is coming. You have to give the name DT. It is a demand curve which slopes downward. It shows the inverse relationship between price and demand. That is, higher the price, lower is the demand, lower the price, higher is the demand. Now let us understand the next concept. In the previous slide, the demand curve is an individual demand curve representing the demand of an individual customer. If we sum up the demand for all the consumers of a product, we get a market demand curve. Now we'll see what are the changes in demand. Movement along the demand curve. When the price of the product changes with no change in other determinants of demand, it can be shown by the movement on the same demand curve. That means, other things remaining constant, if price falls, quantity demand will rise. That is called as extension of demand. And when price rises, quantity demanded will fall. That is called as contraction of demand. Let us see the next point. Shifts in the demand curve. The demand curve will shift upwards to the right or downwards to the left when there is a change in the non-price determinants of demand. For example, if consumers' income increases, then there will be increase in demand at the same price, and demand curve will shift upward or to the right hand side. On the other hand, if there is a fall in consumers' income, then demand decreases at the same price, and demand curve can shift to the left hand side, or we can say that downwards. So this is, you have to understand extension, contraction, and increase and decrease in demand. In shifts in demand curve shifts to the right hand side or left hand side. And extension, contraction on the same demand curve, we can show the upward movement and downward movement. This is what you have to explain about the demand. First, the meaning of demand, then demand schedule, then demand schedule's explanation, demand curve, then changes in demand. I hope you understood the entire thing. This you have done in the last year. Thank you very much.